All right. We're Ski Mask Collective, episode 29. We're here. We got great guests lined up for the big announcement. But first, we have Geno Bisconte joining in. Bryan McKenna finally joins the show.
What's up?
Smoke detector. Oh, there he is. Kevin Brennan is here. And we got Kevin's beautiful boys calling in from the boat again. I like it. 4 p.m. in the afternoon. How's it going out there?
There's a girl on the boat. There's a girl on the boat.
There is a girl on the boat. Okay, it looks a lot different during the daytime. I kind of enjoy it. I don't know.
Is that Chrissy Mayer back there?
Not this time.
No. A real girl.
No.
I don't know what that means.
Last time.
Starting early.
I don't know what it means either.
I guess it means she blew you off. Did you try to text her to see if she wanted to come on the boat again, and she didn't? She declined.
I think she's I don't think she wants to come on again after her podcast with Larry Sharp last time that she did from my 3x5 cabin. Screaming the whole time because we were fucking loud.
Oh, that's when she planned it, or?
Yeah, it was a black guy on a boat. It was on the Sci-Fi Channel. It was really good.
Well.
Kevin rebuttal.
He liked it. See, this is Kevin. He's like, he's like, I forgot. I like this guy. Here we go. You get it, Kevin? Black people on a boat. It's science fiction. It's real clever.
This guy gets me.
I love Kevin.
This is classic.
Are you in your bathroom, Kevin? Where the fuck are you?
This guy gets me. That's what I should be on Geno's epitaph. This guy gets me.
This guy gets it. This guy gets it. Slavery, bullshit, right, people?
Yeah.
This guy gets it.
Auschwitz. This guy gets it. I like
it. For purposes of this show, I've said for a while, I think Geno's one of the top runners as a Kevin Brennan MLC co-host because of the rubbing of sticks they do together.
Yeah,
the rubbing of sticks.
You know what I mean?
Right. We know, Jim. Just being so many miles away myself, I can feel the animosity in the room.
He's gonna bring back. He's gonna bring back McCarthy, right? You got to bring him back.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, he's gonna kill himself if you don't.
He's gonna do that anyway. I hope so.
Have you seen the latest picture? He looks like a fucking Kevin Spacey character. He's gonna kill him.
Yeah.
He's lost his mind, right? Sorry, I'm asking you, Kevin. He's officially insane. I know you jokingly say it to get him nuts, but he's insane, right?
He just bought a car. The guy's
Kevin
fucking
McCarthy. He's insane.
I haven't spoken to him in a year. I don't know what he's doing.
All right, whatever.
I'm not like you, Geno. I don't pretend to be things.
What am I pretending to be?
Heterosexual.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. I got that
with
second
that headband.
nature.
I don't know what's up with that headband.
I got this headband, it's one of those 9 different things, and it could be a mask. So I got it for that, but it's so fucking hot that I sweat. But now I can wear it to cover my afro that grows out sideways, and I'm not going to run from it. I really like it. I really like this headband.
Are you? Why are you growing the afro? Are you trying to work some new clubs, or what's going on with that?
I wanted you to tell me the second we went live so I could yell the word Igor, and it looked like you cut me off. No, I just haven't been able to get a haircut. The haircut places aren't open yet.
Oh yeah, you don't know any special ladies that could chop you up, or give you a little hair up top and down below, or anything like that?
I probably could look into that, but like I said, I'm digging the fro. I'm just gonna wait till it opens back up.
Okay,
you do have pretty close to African hair.
Right.
I'm Sicilian.
Yeah,
they get so much fucking. The black hair, brown, blonde, whatever.
Great, a horsefly.
Yeah, it's too bad it's too bad you don't get shot in the head like fucking Dennis Hopper did in the movie.
That is why you're a part eggplant, and you, Kevin Brennan, are a cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe.
That was the line in the movie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Old school. Now, Bryan, have you had any new interactions with Bryan McCarthy walking up on the street there in Brooklyn?
Oh yeah.
No, I swear to God, I was driving it's probably a month ago, and I saw him walking and talking on the phone, and I tried to pull over, but I couldn't. There was too many cars behind me and shit. Yeah. But that's the last I've seen him. He's not. I was thinking about going up by the park today, and he's actually up there, so I might.
Feeding pigeons? Is he feeding pigeons, Bryan?
No,
he's walking.
He's
walking without a cane. Without a cane, or
without cane, no glasses. Right?
No cane on the phone. He's always on the cane.
He's giving up the work. It's done now.
Yeah, so he's walking across busy intersections in Brooklyn. No cane, no glasses, none of that. He's just looking fine, like he's been walking those streets for 40 years or something, and he doesn't know
Like a
cars.
fraud to me.
Right?
Why does he need a cane now?
Well, he always brought a cane to Kevin's show, isn't that correct? And the glasses, he never forgot
I'm
it.
so
I
dumb.
think that
You
was a
mean like a
prop.
blind man cane?
Right,
I forget
right,
he's blind
right.
sometime. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
he didn't break any legs.
Yeah, that's what
I don't know if Dos Equis is after him or anything, but yeah. So he never forgot those items. So I brought up the point recently. You know, have you ever gotten ready to go to work and you get there and you realize you forgot your belt or something like that? Bryan never forgot the items showing up to the show, and Bryan McKenna has captured him in the flesh. No cane, no glasses. So there's a lot to be answered. Yeah.
Right before the pandemic happened, I sent Kevin Brennan a video of him crossing the street because he was right by my apartment.
Yeah.
The guy didn't have a care in the world, just walking along.
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but I think he knows that neighborhood, so he's comfortable. I don't know. Maybe he's faking being blind, but I think he's somewhat.
What do you really? What Kev? What do you really think? Do you really think that's a work? He's just fucking.
No, I think he's blind. He's not that clever. He's blind.
Okay. Yeah.
Could you imagine if it wasn't? Can you imagine if it was a work though?
That would be. I mean, it would be the greatest if it was. I mean, he'd like to still be talking. What is going on? Did the boat lag out? I don't know if their Wi-Fi is good.
I always reference a classic on the way to the show. That's one of my favorites. That's pretty good.
What happened?
So he must be blind. When you said you were on the subway with him.
Oh yeah,
and he was on the other end of the train, and because he didn't want to talk to him, he didn't.
He didn't know you were there.
He was standing right in front of me. And I was on the Q train, and then I was like, "Holy shit!" And I didn't want to. I didn't want to talk to him. You know, I'm gonna spoil. I don't want to ruin the magic, so I don't like to talk to my co-host before the show starts. And then I was also annoyed at him. But then he sat down right next to me, so I just got up because I know he can see peripherally.
You stood right in front of him and stood completely still.
Yeah. Stood right in front of him, and then
he's like a T-Rex. You can't move, he'll see
you. So I knew he would smell me or see me peripherally, so I got up. And then he had no idea. I didn't even tell him that day. I told him like a couple of weeks after that. I'm like, yeah, I was on the train. That's how much I hate you. One time I got off the when I used to work at Compound Mead. I don't know if you guys remember. I used to do a show there, and I got off
nope,
never heard of it.
I got off the subway.
If you had done a show there, we would have clips of it because we put clips of every show up on YouTube for free.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks for getting it. Stancil gets that. This guy gets it. You get it? It was your idea.
So I was walking from the train station to Compound Media and walking past where you can sit outside near Macy's.
Right.
And my son was with me. He goes, "Dad, isn't that your sidekick, Bryan McCarthy?" I'm like, "It sure is." And I just kept walking. My son's like, "Are you going to say hi?" I'm like, "I guess I should." Anyway. And then that show we did sucked because you can't see the bride before the show.
Right.
Yeah. I guess if it was a wedding, Kevin, what are you drinking on there?
Let's not talk about weddings at this time, please.
Yeah, Jim. Yeah, that's not a good
Stancil was supposed to get married last week.
Yeah, Friday. Instead he was on a boat calling into the show.
Are you serious?
Episodes.
Yeah. 6.5 years down the drain, Geno. I think it was official around February, around the last time I was in the studio. But yeah. We were going to get married June 26th in Jamaica with a lot of those locals.
Right.
You know?
If you really wanted to do it right, you should have got married a week before on Juneteenth in Jamaica and be like, "Good news, we're not bringing any of you back on the cruise, fuckers." You should have said that. Right, Kevin? You get it? Slaves, motherfucker.
I don't think anybody, no one in Jamaica has any clue what the hell is going on in the world. I took a poll when I was down there, and most of them think they're in the Pacific Ocean. So I don't think they're in tune with like social issues that are going on. They just
Brennan's wife took a couple polls in Jamaica. Am I right? This guy knows what I'm saying.
I get that one. I get it.
Geno's on fire. God.
This guy gets it. So does my wife.
That's a good time already. This is
great.
We're hanging out.
So what happened to where's her fiance? Is she dead?
Yeah, great question.
Oh, if only. No,
boy.
She's still in the house that I was living in. That's why I'm living in a garage now.
And what happened? Who she
Beautiful
called
house,
it off?
by the way.
They got quarantined together and they fucking called it off. That's what happened.
No.
Really?
I moved out December 23rd. I moved out.
Oh.
This was all before this.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What happened? What triggered it? I said trigger, Geno.
Damn
what triggered it?
I was
Damn
gonna
it.
say,
Yeah.
Gino's
Did you catch her in bed with a trigger?
Gee, they would like her. She's fat and blonde.
Oh,
Now
Well,
we're talking. Now we're
yeah.
making sense. I'm
What
buying.
happened? What? Just tell us what happened. You can't tell us
Nothing
what
really.
happened.
All right, it's a boring story because no one thing happened. It was just
Oh,
like
we can pretend it's
same old
burning
bullshit.
bridges. Go on, tell the story.
Another fight.
She got very mad every time he went to the city to go to the studio.
No, that's not true.
Oh yeah.
She couldn't let shit go. Every time we got in a fight, she'd bring it up. I was done with it. She was done.
That's called a relationship. That's called a relationship, Stancil.
We went to therapy a few times, but we still did.
It's not a relationship.
Exactly. So whatever. So semi-amicable, but fuck her, dumb bitch.
Yeah, that
Oh.
sounds
You're
amicable.
you're on a boat now. Fucking.
yeah, dude, you're on a boat. You got hair gel going. You got the NASCAR
Yeah,
Not hair
sunglasses.
gel. This is
I mean-
seawater, baby. I just was in the ocean.
Oh, were you? Did you do a big
Long
deep
Island
dive? or-
Sound water.
I didn't shit this time, but I'm in the same area where I shit. So.
Yeah, well, if you go into the ocean, probably 9 p.m. Sunday night, I'm sure you'll be shitting in there after the big eat off with Bob Biggerstaff. Now,
I had $34.
Wait,
worth
who's
of
got a
Taco
boat?
Bell.
Whose boat is it? Who has a boat?
Mine, Kevin.
yeah, it's
What do
me.
you do to have a boat? How'd you get a boat?
He never got
I'm the-
married and didn't have 2 kids.
This guy gets it.
This guy gets it.
Yeah, this guy's all right.
He said this guy gets.
Yeah.
I was wise.
Never
with
worked
my
for
Gino,
Compound
you're not
Media.
married. Gino, you're not married. You don't kitchen. You live above a White Castle. Go ahead. Whose boat is it? Whose boat
He's
is
got a
it?
point. He's got a point. He's got a point.
Whose boat is it?
It's my boat, Kev.
What did you do to get a boat?
I purchased it with money.
How much does a boat cost?
A
Asking
lot.
for-
What is that? Is
A
that a
lot of
center
money.
console? Is that a center console? What, 35,000?
It's a little cabin. We got a cabin.
Give him a tour. Give him a quick tour. You want a quick
Yeah.
tour?
we don't
Yeah.
want to.
Show the woman too. We'll show the woman.
You wanna
Yeah, show the
see-
lady.
where
Yeah.
you want to see where I rape people?
No, not real. Well,
I would like to
nice
see
little
that.
boat.
I would.
Yeah, Gino
I'm gonna
is a
fall off it
fan.
Right now.
I'm in. I'd like to see that.
We got Sick Man Joan here.
What's going
What's up,
on?
girl?
Got my friend Fernando.
what are you doing?
Wait, now show the one with smaller tits
What?
again. Tiny tits. Now go to the other one.
Tell Kevin that
Hi.
Cookman Joe-
Hi. You don't look like you could fill out a police report, little lady.
Gino.
Wait. So were you in jail? Weren't you in jail for a DUI?
And then
Now
I
you
got-
have a boat.
I got a.
That's a good question.
Oh, Mead.
Hey, yeah, Mead. Weren't you in jail for DUI? So how did you turn that around and get a boat?
Yeah, see, I really changed my
Boy.
ways.
All
Kevin.
the money he's saving on internet,
Steve.
he bought a boat with.
That boat looks like the same boat Natalie Wood went missing on.
Uh-oh. Hey, Aunt Mead, any connection with Natalie Wood?
Yeah, before I was thrown out.
What's that?
Yeah,
Sounds
Bryan
like a dumb
McKenna.
bitch.
Oh,
When you
wow.
guys when you guys are on a boat and you're not doing a show, what do you guys do? You just sit there and smoke cigars on a boat?
Yeah, lather each other up.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
What do you
I'm
think,
gonna.
Kevin? Let your imagination run wild.
I don't even have to
You're-
imagine. I'm watching you do it right now. I don't even have to pretend. You're doing it. You're doing it.
Oh yeah, we've given up on the.
Who wants to imagine? Who wants to imagine me jerking off? Hold on. Who wants to imagine?
Well, hey, Kevin, there's rumors of a live podcast being filmed from the boat in August. If you'd like to tag along and join the crew.
Kevin,
I don't
if you come
I
on the
don't
boat,
tag-
I will drive down. I'll drive down to Jersey City and get you.
I don't tag along. I'm not a tag along kind of a guy. Sorry.
Come on,
You
we'll-
can headline the boat.
Yeah, you can headline the boat. We got some floaties for you if you're
I'm
scared
not
of the
going on
water.
a fucking boat. There's not. What do you do on a boat? You just look at the water. I can look at the water without going on a boat.
Did I not say this is exactly what
That's
Kevin would say?
exactly what he said. You would say verbatim.
Classic, Kevin. Yeah, I mean,
Come
Hey,
on,
we're
hell
on
yeah,
a
what are
boat.
we,
Hey,
in the
we're on
sun?
a
Feel
boat.
goddamn high. What do? You just look at the water.
Well-
We're on a boat. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, we're on a boat. It floats. Wow.
I mean,
I'm about to hang up.
Oh, come on,
buddy. Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't get me started with the boat
McKenna,
shit.
you want to come in?
I'll
McKenna,
go
you
on the
want to
boat. I got nothing to do.
Fucking, we're picking up McKenna then.
Yeah, McKenna, you can come on the
I
boat.
can't headline. I can only feature on the boat. So.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll have plenty of guests.
We'll get Chad. We'll get Chad the headline.
No, he's busy in Tampa.
Does Bryan McKenna have to bring Jim Brewer to get on the boat?
Probably.
Wow.
That's the only way I can get anywhere else.
Yeah.
That's why I can't do the boat show. I'd have to bring 5 people and they wouldn't fit.
5. I love it. So yeah,
Four fitted.
Only 4 fitted. This guy gets it. That's a bit from our show.
yeah.
Watch the show. Come on, baby.
Avid listener of In Hot Water.
Dino probably can't swim anyway, because he's mostly black.
Yeah, I would go right to the galley and start rowing. How's that? Is that good?
Yeah, this guy gets it. He really gets it.
The water would be greasy when he jumps in with that afro. Like a sheet on top of the water.
Yeah, they'd have to get the styrofoam absorbers out like an oil spill.
Hey, Whitey, you scratched my anchor.
Pull out the paint, will you?
I can't be in the sun that long, fellas. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's all right. It seems
Right.
normal. I mean, you got
cabin like a bitch.
yeah. You could drive the boat, Kevin. It looks like there's a nice rooftop over it.
I'm bringing an umbrella. I'll sit underneath the umbrella or in
Who
the
has
cabin.
a door from a castle in their house?
Yeah. What the fuck was that?
I apologize. Hey, Kevin, why do you look like a librarian?
Oh, were you in here to roast Kevin right now? Is that what you wanted to call in for?
Absolutely.
Who is that? We had a caller?
Yeah.
Like a librarian. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
Yeah, who is that?
Well, I was just talking about the receding hairline.
Oh, come on. Now this is the guy.
Yeah.
This is the guy that called in originally in, and he's a big fan of Geno, and he doesn't like Kevin Brennan's podcast.
He's your brother.
I know. Hey, come on. We can like the play.
Obviously, I am. I'm a big fan of Geno. Think Geno's hilarious. Kevin Brennan, not so much.
God, this is
Holy shit.
Oh,
Wait a second.
shit.
Yeah.
He was the one who called in when fucking what's-her-face was on with Alan Fox, right?
No. That's not him. That's not him. That's the guy that plays that song, the N-word song. Yeah, that guy. You're talking about when he called it. Yeah.
Knows that song.
Yeah.
What's the song?
It's a country song, and it has the N-word in it.
Come on, Geno. You know the song.
You know the song.
Hey, the song.
No, I can't be associated with any N-word shows because somebody at Compound Media or a couple of people at Compound Media try to get me canceled.
There's no one that we know that's trying to get you canceled, but I appreciate the compliment. I feel if you watch In Hot Water,
You
really.
say-
Wait a minute, Geno, what did you say? The what?
You say condiment?
The compliment, because I think when you're watching In Hot Water, it really helps you look inward. And when you look inward, you can really look into your soul, unless you're black, because those people don't have souls. But when you look inward, you really can find out a lot about yourself. So I think it is an inward show. Thank you.
This is just like a Geno Bisconte stand-up show. He talks, no laughs.
Jim, that's so funny. Last night I was talking to Jim, and I was like, I guarantee within the first 5 minutes, Kevin will bring up Geno's stand-up. Does it every time.
Kevin loves my stand-up. He can tell. He can act up all he wants. We hang out all day. We're buddies. We're buddies.
Yelling. Silence. Yelling. Silence.
This guy gets it.
Yelling. Silence.
Auschwitz, silence.
Jews, silence. This guy gets it.
Hey, faggot. Little bit laughter, nervous laughter. That's the only thing he ever gets is nervous laughter. And he calls the guy for the 3rd time a faggot in the front row.
Yeah.
Don't
Wait,
forget,
just bring me another shot.
We all get it.
Isn't that the rule of 3, Kevin? You call him faggot 3 times. That's the rule of 3. No.
Wait, what?
He learned it from Carl Reiner, who passed it on to Barry Ribs.
Yeah. Well, is that why Barry Ribs was put on the list?
That's why he's sad today, because one of his junior high classmautes died yesterday.
Oh, he did. I haven't been on
Yesterday?
Carl Reiner and
Brian.
Hugh Downs passed away too, so he's a little depressed.
Oh wow. Well, hopefully Barry gets to feeling better. He just got the Patreon released.
Yeah, that was amazing. His Patreon's up to $27. Like it was a real fucking stepping stone.
What is on? What's on his
Does that guy have
Patreon, Kevin? What is
I
on
don't know,
it?
but he's sitting in front of a fucking Wawa or trying to. He was stealing the Wawa from the McDonald's on 8th Avenue. Was that a bit he was doing? Was that a bit he was doing? He was really thought that was going to work.
I don't know. That's what he does every time he calls into the show or does the show. He's got Wi-Fi outside of a pizza parlor, the Starbucks, the McDonald's.
He doesn't have a stove. What the fuck do you guys want from him?
sparrows on camera.
Yeah, right. But that Kevin, you'll appreciate this. I didn't realize the genius of that Joe Exotic on Twitter. He sent me a message 2 days after that show, and he said, "Too bad the Starbucks didn't pick up." And I thought about it for a while, and I was like, "Holy shit!" He was calling the Starbucks the entire time to let them know that someone was outside stealing the Wi-Fi, and they never answered the phone. I was like, that would have been fucking gold, man.
How do you get the number?
Because at one point, TJ asked where Barry was, and Barry said what corner he was on in the city.
Oh, that's fucking great.
I'm impressed his classmate made it all the way to 103.
103. Do you think that's how old Barry Ribs is?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it looks.
See, nobody really knows, and I appreciate it. He's out there getting it. He's out there still grinding,
If Barry Ribs died, nobody told him.
Well,
he's gonna be all right.
I think that's bonus content on his Patreon. It's his death certificate.
I mean, some of his the list that they gave me for some of his material on the Patreon sounds all right if he can get out there and execute some of it. There's one about him. It's the hood.
Speaking of execute, how about all these black guys at riots? All right, back to you. I'm sorry.
Well,
Travis gets it. See that, Kev? Execute. You know what I'm talking about. Faggot.
Silence.
I'm getting flagged. There's no way I'm not getting flagged.
This is so much fun.
I haven't gotten to the big announcement, and I'm gonna get thrown off of YouTube immediately.
No, come on, buddy. We wouldn't let that happen.
No, I love it. I had Mark Random on the live show a few nights ago, and we didn't get thrown off of that, so I think we're all right. We're good.
What happened?
Oh yeah, if you think Geno is off, Mark Random is another one.
Not a whole lot special happened. There was
why
5 or
was
6 of us.
Chrissy mad? I heard Chrissy was mad or something. I don't know.
No, she wasn't mad at all. She was in the chat room, and I sent her a link to join because Mark was doing this whole "I hate women" thing, and I thought it'd be funny to plug her in. And then as soon as she got on the screen, he left for a good minute, and then finally came back to the podcast. But no, he told some quite interesting stories, about doing stand up at Auschwitz. He somebody paid him $60 to pee on a guy, and then he accidentally said the guy's name on the show, which was fantastic. So I think Joe Exotic is looking for the guy. I don't know, but yeah, it was a great appearance.
Wait, where did the guy pee on him? Who peed on him? And where?
Well, so Random got paid $60 by a guy to pee on him because I was asking him, how he knew that gay sex was going down at Gold's Gym. How would you know that it's happening all the time unless you were there? And then he said that, he told a story about him pissing on a guy. It's hilarious.
Oh, Random pissed on a guy and the guy paid him $60?
Yeah.
I could do that.
That's what I said. I was like, anybody would just do $60 just to, $60 is less. There's nothing gay about that, right?
I can make a mint because my bladder is so tiny now. I got to pee like every other hour. I'd just be like a fucking ATM machine, but with my flaccid dick.
Your prostate.
Yeah, you might want to go get that checked out. I figured you'd be pissing a lot less now that you're off the old booze.
Yeah, 111 days, no booze. How you like that?
You didn't go to Sullivan's yesterday?
No, I didn't go to Sullivan's yesterday.
Matt Mead.
I got a FaceTime from those two ruffians outside of Sullivan's, which is the saddest fucking thing in the world. There's like a table stuffed against scaffolding.
Yeah, and let me say this, and it proves my point. I'm not done drinking, but I'm not a drunk. Like your co-host, your co-host Brian McCarthy, Kevin. He's a fucking embarrassing disaster that fucking lost his mind on people and had to go to rehab. I don't drink when it's no fun to drink. When it's no fun to not drink. No one. These guys don't get it. They're not allowed to come to the studio, so there's no point drinking in the morning. They shut down the bar across the street. I'm not gonna sit outside and drink in the fucking street like a goddamn hobo. I got a shit ton of whiskey right back here in one of the closets, the one without the chick's head in it, and I don't fucking need booze. But when the bars are opening up again and we can go in that dank place and drink till 3 in the afternoon, then stagger over to fucking Burning Bridges and be obnoxious, I'm right back in there. You got my fucking money.
Wait, I heard the studio's shut down. Is that true?
Yeah, what's that? Hey, when are you going on Gas Digital, Geno?
Yeah, we all know you're doing that. You do every show on Gas Digital.
I do every show on Gas Digital, and then you read the Reddit thread, and it's just alternating comments. Geno is great. He's never said something funny in his life. I love when Geno's on. Why do they keep booking this asshole? It's hilarious to me.
Because Kevin said those though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Kevin's
like
alternate accounts.
I would pay $1 million to see Kevin try to get on Reddit. Why would I be on this? But no, the studio, we're on vacation next week. That's why it's shut down.
Of course, you're on vacation.
I saw a tweet that you can't do shows there anymore unless you're like one of the, I don't even know. Anyway, it's just, I mean, listen, the bottom line is that the I don't know what the contract says, but it's just a matter of time, Geno. That's my prediction.
I heard there was a shake up of management.
There's no way Cumia is going to come back to the city. The city's a shithole. Such
It
a
is.
shithole now. There's no way he's coming back. Even when it opens up, he ain't coming back.
He's coming back next. He's coming back next week. We're off. What's whatever it is, the 3rd, the 4th, the 6th. He's coming back the 13th. We start up again.
It's just a matter of time
he's
until
not
he
coming back to the
unloads a
studio.
clip on a fucking protester.
That Matthew Mead is on point and on brand for him.
I'm saying he's not going to ever come back to the studio.
He's returning to the studio on the 13th when it opens up. Everything's coming back on the 13th, but we're still not allowed to have people in. But if Matt and Jim showed up with a bottle of Jameson, I wouldn't be able to stop them. I wouldn't be able to say don't come in.
Oh, we've got
but E-Rock would. E-Rock fat E-Rock.
Say that again out loud and listen to yourself say it.
Fat E-Rock.
No. Say that again out loud and listen to yourself. E-Rock wouldn't let that happen. Say that.
Fat E-Rock.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we get the fat thing. That's not what I asked for.
I'm doing it. That's my impression of your act.
It's pretty good.
Fat E-Rock.
E-Rock.
Well, here's the thing. I hate to tell you, Kevin, I was laughing at it. So as much as you're making fun of me, I did find that funny.
I stand corrected.
Right.
Where's your fucking faggot brother? Did he sign off?
Yeah, I think he hung up. He had what he had to say.
Someone had to go piss on him.
Probably. I mean, he got a good idea. He probably, got online and posted an ad. $60 is $60. And he probably had to take a piss.
Smuggler. He's a dick smuggler. If he was my brother, I'd wear a fucking hat too to disguise myself.
Yeah, you tell him,
Kevin,
buddy.
you love the mask, Kevin. Okay, we're the next East Coast crew. That's what the fans are saying. You're going to be top bill on the network that we're gonna create. Man, how do you feel about that?
I don't even know what you're talking about. Anyway,
see, he doesn't keep up with the show. See what I mean, Jim?
I can't watch the shows. I don't watch any show except Geno Bisconte every morning.
Thank you, Kevin.
Geno, here's another thing. You think the fucking pandemic is a hoax, right?
No, I don't think the pandemic is a hoax.
The pandemic's a hoax. How come your fucking co-host didn't show up for 3 straight months?
I don't think the pandemic is a hoax. I think people are dying, but I think it's done. I think they fucking lied by using influenza numbers. If you look at the numbers now,
then why didn't your co-host show up for fucking 3 months?
Because his fucking wife has a compromised immune system.
And 4 months ago, we believed everything they said because we were good people. And now 4 months in, anyone that fucking wants to shut down the NBA or the NFL because they're saying, well, like everyone's getting it, everyone should be fucking getting it. Everyone should be getting it now.
Your post was they can't shut it. I'm like, if it's a hoax, how come his co-host doesn't show up?
I never said it was a hoax.
I never said it. I'm scared now. I'm a teenage girl. I'm gonna go on TikTok.
That's not what I said. It's not what I said. I love it. I'm not gonna stop you, but that's not what I said. Wait.
It's a hoax, but my co-host won't show up. He's a hoaxster.
We never said it was hoax, but we're saying the government is lying to you, is trying to scare you. They're using 2 words, spike and surge. Oh my God, there's been a spike in fucking coronavirus cases. Right. There should be, because now no one's afraid to go outside. More people are getting tested.
Your fucking Dago theories about fucking
it's a fact. That's my Dago theory.
I agree with Geno.
I'm right. It's a simple fact, and it's almost like now that it's not crime. It's almost like now that it's not flu season, Kevin, they can't take all the people that died of flu and group it in the fucking numbers. They can't. So the numbers, you know how many people died in New York?
Bill Schultz. Let's talk about the 90s Bulls. Hey, Hey, you guys want to talk about some John Hughes movies?
I can't do it.
I thought he was doing a bit. Now I feel sorry for the guy. He's like, all he talks about is shit that happened in the 90s and the 80s. Hey, you remember when? No, nobody gives a fuck, you faggot. AIDS-ridden faggot.
That's my bit. Did he say faggot? That's my bit, you son of a
wait
bitch.
a minute. That's when Geno calls that fat girl's boyfriend a
Yeah, 3 times. Come on.
I'll
gotta
pay
call her a
you
whore,
50
too.
cents.
50 cents. That's a steal. I like it. Kevin, do you feel better? Did you get that out of your system? Were you able to yell at Vinny Brand today on MLC?
Yeah, that was Did it come out yet?
This cigar
Yeah,
sucks.
it dropped right before we went live.
Hey, did he hear you?
Hey. I don't know.
Oh, I got it.
It's a deaf joke. Fuck all of you.
I didn't know he was talking. I didn't know you were talking to me. I wore the Jim Stancil shirt on the show yesterday, but I realized
it's fucking awesome.
I'm gonna
A
have
great shirt. I ordered one last night, Jim. I think I got the coffee mug as well. And then I saw that they came out with
anything sweet.
a mask. Yeah, it's fantastic. That's Steve
just
Torelli's a good guy. He's got
Steve Torelli for fucking royalties.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh, did they make a tank top? Or did you make it? Oh, wow. Okay. I did not know that. I thought they only made that for the ladies.
For any of this, just for the record. I love it though.
It's all right. Steve Torelli is going to have a lot to design here pretty soon for the show.
He's great. He's fucking great.
Yeah, he is. He's going to be busy.
The best.
I'm really impressed by that guy who wakes up at fucking 5 o'clock in the morning to make these goddamn photoshops for every show. And
Yeah.
You're talking about Bill Schultz? You're talking about do your Bill Schultz, Aunt Mead. Do your Bill Schultz.
I mean, he wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Think about him waking up.
The thing about him waking up,
Bill Schultz.
I don't wake up until 9 o'clock when I'm supposed to be on a show.
Cigar sucks.
We're supposed to be on a show. Yeah, I showed Jim Stancil never seen that video of you confronting Bill Schultz until last night. What the fuck? Geno doesn't have any pants on.
Geno has
you
no
see that?
pants. What was that?
I don't know. He wasn't wearing any pants.
Show us your weird old cock.
Yeah, Geno, let's see that piece. Wait, hold on. We're live on YouTube. I don't know if we get flagged. It probably looks like a helmet.
It's gonna look like when I used to go to the YMCA with my dad and saw all those Greek cocks.
You still remember it fondly, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
That did burn into my life later.
Wait, was Bryan McKenna still here?
Yeah, Brian's still here.
I'm
Do you not have a? Can you not see everyone?
What are you? I can't see everyone. Brian, what are you doing on this fucking pandemic now? Geno, you're wearing all red. You're wearing red pants too.
Yeah,
that was his. It didn't look like he was wearing any pants. Geno, do you have pants on?
I got my boxer briefs on. Did I miss anything?
No.
That cigar, by the way, the Don Leo, that cigar sucked a big dick. Big
Really?
dick.
You got to go my father or Rocky Patel. Let's just keep it.
You know what I grabbed right off the top? I went with a little nub Cameroon.
Look at this. What is this, cigar time?
Yeah,
you guys got coffee too?
I had so much coffee already
I had a
today.
coffee. Oh, can I just say? Can I say I had a cigar and a coffee this morning on my mother's backyard because that's where I live now because my life is over. And I went to watch In Hot Water, and it still was doing the goddamn thing where the audio didn't catch up to the thing.
The old app was better
again with that shit.
Yeah, you're talking about Compound Media, or is it the show?
No, the new app.
It worked the other day, and then today it was back to the old ways.
There's another app, a newer app.
Yeah, whenever one of the apps they get finally starts working right, they switch to a new one that works like fucking horse shit.
The old app was fine. You got bookmarks on every show. It was perfect.
Yeah,
You didn't have to fucking watch the whole thing or scroll through. It was perfect.
Oh, Kevin, what are your thoughts on the Compound app? You seem to be a fan of it. I've heard you talk about it.
I don't even fucking look at that app.
I'm not going home. I know they've had issues from time to time with that app.
Yeah,
there've been a few hiccups, if you would, Kev.
I mean, Keith the cop started the company and then he quit because of he was behind the switching of the apps and he couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Is everything in your house red? Are you having a fucking period, you faggot?
What's everything red?
Your water bottle, your gym shorts, your T-shirt. Yeah, everything's red. Like you're some kind of bleeding bitch.
No. Okay. Is that the bit? Should we run with this?
I'm doing your act. I say something stupid, nobody laughs.
Is it confirmed that Keith the cop is gone?
Yeah, I mean that has to be confirmed at this point.
He's gone.
Confirm.
He's bye-bye. But
Yeah.
Who's in charge now? Bobo? Is it Bobo still?
It's E-Rock.
E-Rock's in charge.
It's Bobo.
It's the same thing.
E-Rock's in charge.
Imagine if Keith the cop was still a cop right now. He would have had a knee on a gentleman's neck at some point.
Honey, gentleman. Get it by gentleman, he means colored fella, Kevin. You get it?
Talib, he would have had his neck on Talib, his knee on Talib's neck because he got sick of paying his child support. Anyway, Geno, E-Rock's in charge of that shithole company. I mean, compound.
Yeah.
The guy who wears like fingerless winter gloves in the summertime is in charge of something.
No, Big J Okerson is not in charge of the network.
No, I will send you this picture right after we get off of this.
I do certainly believe you, but yeah, I want to see that. I've never seen that.
That makes it easier. It makes him easier from him to hold a sandwich.
You want to do it again? You kind of stumbled through. You were so excited about the punchline. Habity, heebita, habita, a sandwich.
I'll blame it on the app buffering.
The app wasn't working here either.
The app wasn't updated.
That's what you guys do when you fuck up a joke. It must be the buffering system.
Fucking app had to fucking buffer right over the punchline.
Wow, I can't believe it.
Hey, I've been looking for a new movie on Netflix.
What do you got?
This is what I searched right here.
Oh, what does that say? Neil Brennan? What do you?
Neil Brennan, I love him.
Yeah.
This guy's great.
This guy's on fire. What do you get?
How Neil feel? How Neil feel?
To watch.
Yeah. What?
Kevin, your brother's a fucking faggot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say about this. He's asked to call him twice, and just to give Kevin shit. Look, there's other people in the room too. This is unfair.
Oh, I apologize.
No, it's okay.
He's drunk. He's drunk. Is he drunk? It's Thursday in Texas. He's probably drunk, right?
Yeah, probably. Travis, have you been drinking? Hello,
Travis. What?
Have you been drinking today? Like the boat.
God.
No, I haven't been drinking at all.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
Opiates an issue? Opiates?
Oh, yeah. You're taking pills. You're popping some painkillers over there. What's going on?
Oh,
yeah,
that's
doing some
COVID.
Roxy's.
Yeah, you're doing.
What are those?
Hey. All right, I like it. So, hey, Bryan, what do you got going on right now? Are you still? I know you're not being able to tend bar. How are you surviving over there?
Well, I just got back from Florida, so I'm quarantined up for 14 days.
Oh, that sucks. And did you hang out with Chad down there?
No,
out
I was Florida's second greatest comedian.
Oh, wow. Well, that was a good tenure while it lasted.
Yeah.
Jim Brewer third.
Yeah, I guess.
By the way,
Wait,
is
Brian,
anyone?
where were you?
Sorry,
Brian, where were you in Florida?
West Palm Beach.
And then you and now you're quarantined for real?
Yeah, 14 days.
When
Did they make you do that?
Monday, yeah, they make you do it. They make you sign a health form when you come back.
Why are you listening to them?
Yeah, but they.
I mean, I don't have to, but I'm trying to do it right.
I'm gonna fly to Florida and fly back and then run around licking people's faces just to fuck over Cuomo, that fucking faggot piece of shit.
What's he
You
gonna do?
who, you know where I live, buddy. You who, come by the studio and lick my face, please.
Why don't you share the mic?
Do it as Bill Schultz.
Yeah, go be a guest on morning.
I love Billy. Kevin, you hate Billy. I love Billy.
I did Billy's show today. I loved it.
Oh yeah, you were on that show. How was it?
You talk about the Bears and Walter Payton?
We did not talk about that.
What
we
a
didn't.
faggot. Hey, what is talking about? What happened in Chicago in the 80s and 90s?
Hey, all I have to say
Give
is
him
Bill
4 days a week. He used to do coke.
You used to. Who was I doing it with?
Oh, Gina's like the guy. I don't drink. I'm just doing a lot of coke.
No,
to
I have not
compensate.
done. I've not had booze or coke in 100. Watch it. 7 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8, 9, 110 days.
What are you, an old woman counting? What the fuck?
That's how I do it. I go from Monday to, and I know Monday was last Monday was 100 days, so that makes it easy for me.
Get the abacus out.
I love my abacus.
Yay, nerd.
Dang. All right.
What's the announcement? My wife.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was the big announcement?
Oh, what you guys? Oh, you guys are excited for the announcement? All right. Let's see. Make sure.
No one is.
No one's excited for it. They should be. Gotta play the song here.
Nobody is.
Big intro song.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Officially announced, and it's official. Jim Stancil, Ant Mead, co-host of Ski Mask Collective from here on out.
Wow.
Yes,
They're gonna need a bigger boat. Am I right?
Grows. Now, it looks like they're calling in from the boat. That's why they're on the boat. They're celebrating the big news. They got audio equipment coming, so they will be official. The audio will be great. It won't be headphones and iPhones every time.
Guys, isn't this great? We can have more people in squares interrupting each other during a podcast.
Good call.
Exactly. You guys have been on the last.
Do every episode. You're going to do all the episodes from the boat, or is it ever going to be on dry land?
No, it'll be on dry land.
Yeah, no, they got actual audio equipment coming. So even when I'm on location somewhere, Aunt Mead can host a show. So I don't have to always be at the studio because, as we do it, constant content constantly being released. Plus, they have, extended, connections that we can be able to run this show smoother. Because as people are saying, the new and improved East Coast crew is coming. And when we finally establish everything, Kevin will be top bill on the new network. And it'll really grow from there. So yeah,
look, I really made it, Geno. Aren't you proud? You thought I would be a drag queen?
I never thought that. I was rooting for it because I've run out of porn to masturbate to. So I was rooting for you to be a drag queen.
Me too. I lost my.
I don't feel like that was a genuine laugh, Kevin. It feels contrived.
Right.
Are we gonna have is the new network gonna have an app? Is it going to be easy to work? Is it going to do a lot of buffering?
a lot of downloading.
This is the cigar I should have been smoking the whole fucking time, guys.
What do you got? What do you got?
I got a little nub, Cameroon. Little nub. Hold on.
Very nice. Cameroon sounds like a place where you'll lose a fucking wallet.
It is. It's a place where you don't lose it. It gets lost for you.
You lose your clitoris in Cameroon.
They don't let you keep it.
No.
I never knew where it was anyway. The girls are fags.
Now,
hey, Bryan McKenna, let's go. We're going to be really good hosts.
Your brother just comes in and out, ski mask.
He's like a ninja.
Ski mask is frozen.
Not the kind of ninja that steals your wallet in Cameroon. He's like a ninja.
Is Ski Mask frozen right now?
Ski Mask is frozen.
On his own podcast. Well, it looks like Matthew Mead.
Oh, look at this. We're taking over. We're the hosts here. It doesn't matter. Geno, why did you walk an entire audience at that fucking country club last weekend?
Wow. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, he's back. Everyone's just that cool. Hey.
Yeah, my shit fucking froze again, man.
That was like a classic compound. That was like a classic compound media moment when it's like, "Hey, we're doing a big announcement," and the host froze.
I know. Can you believe that?
It's like when they introduced Artie as the new A&A host, and he showed up a half hour late. Hey, good choice.
Oh, God bless Artie. Hey, does anybody know if Artie is alive still, or?
Yeah, he's alive.
If I had to guess.
He's alive, Geno. I know he's alive.
Oh, okay. Good. Let me guess where he is because I have no idea. But my guess is he's holed up with his mother because his mother wouldn't let him.
That's what he's doing.
Yep, I knew it. That's what I'm like. I have no idea. But my guess is his mother fucking grabbed a hold of him and said, "You're staying with me right now, nutcake."
Yeah. So
So that's awesome. Good.
She loves her junkie. And
now. How do you have this information? I believe you without a doubt, but how do you have this information?
That's a children's book. She loves her junkie.
Mama loves her junkie. It's one of the golden circle books.
And she loves her junkie.
Yeah.
Maybe spit my alcohol out, bastard.
I have a very good source I will not reveal at this point.
That's fine. Jeffrey Ross.
It was Artie. Yeah. Artie probably fucking texted you.
No, Artie, please. I have Artie's number from 6 numbers ago. So
yeah.
No.
Well, he would always change it. It was actually smart. He would change his number because fucking his crack dealers would fucking text him. And he's like, Jesus Christ. So because he didn't trust himself, he would change his number so they couldn't find him.
No, it wasn't that. It was because he owed people money and he had to change the number so they would stop fucking harassing him.
Well, let me tell you.
Crack dealers.
By the way, speaking of, did anyone see the movie Uncut Gems?
Yeah, I did.
It sucked.
Yeah.
I like
everybody was over. Everybody was like,
Adam Sandler sucks. He sucks.
Kevin, am I right? Maddie, am I right?
Yeah,
and they're like, you'll love it. It's gambling. It's funny. It's annoying.
I liked it.
Let me tell you, it was awful. It was awful and annoying and forced. It was forced and very.
I don't gamble huge numbers, but I know guys that do. And this guy hit two six digits, six figures he bet twice on four-way parlays, and he hit them both. Which doesn't happen. And the way that they undid the first win, it just
I believe the whole movie.
Oh, I didn't know you were gonna make it gay with betting and shit.
Well, I mean it annoyed me. Like there was no good. At points, it was annoying. Like when he couldn't get the gem back from Kevin Garnett for the first 40 minutes of the movie, that was annoying.
So they didn't have anybody who actually they didn't have anybody in betting.
That I believe that a black guy would fuck him over. That I believe.
Ski Mask is on twice now.
That a black guy would be late. That a black guy would be late. I believe that.
It was believable, but it was annoying. It was fucking.
I couldn't believe Adam Sandler was banging that girl. That was the most unbelievable part.
Yeah, Idris Elba. No, what's it? Irina Menzel, the chick from Frozen.
No, not that girl. The other one.
We just saw Dice. Dice was getting his dick wet with.
But you couldn't believe Adam Sandler would have a hot girlfriend
in the movie. The way he in that movie.
Okay, I don't see it like that. I see Adam Sandler's a millionaire. Of course he could get her.
He wasn't Adam Sandler the millionaire in the movie. It's
called I don't watch the movie like that. I watch him. I know Adam Sandler. I know he's a millionaire, so I watch it like I watch.
Did your brother introduce you to?
I don't get it.
Because your brother's famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, only with blacks.
That's true. Anyway, the movie, and what made the movie worse is everyone jams it down your throat that it's such a great movie, and while you're watching it, you're like, "This is not that great a movie." That's the problem.
Mike Francesa told me to watch it. I watched it. That's what whatever Mike Francesa says, I do.
Yeah, I could see.
I agree.
Jabba Chamberlain, you're gonna watch him in this new show. Gonna fall asleep.
Did you bring him in for the voices, Ski Mask? Is that why you did it? He's a man of 1,000
voices. Stick to Bill Schultz.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the first time I've heard him try to do a voice.
I have to cultivate my Francesa. I can do a couple.
Do some. Hey, you know what?
The thing about Uncut Gems. Here's the thing about Uncut Gems. Not realistic.
It's not.
You remember the '89 Chicago Bears commercial in the
Yeah,
I love it.
Now that's a good one. That's spot on.
I like those.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. This is good.
Hey, you remember Walter? When you remember when Refrigerator Perry used to try to score a touchdown? Remember that?
You remember when Refrigerator Perry was in WrestleMania 3?
Then they had Super Bowl Shuffle. Remember that?
I remember that, Bill. I remember.
Remember Joanne? Remember Joanne? Remember?
Kevin,
4 days a week. 4 days a week. Keep the cup. It's just a matter of time.
Kevin,
the whole thing's taken on a lot of water, Geno. Just a matter of time.
You've been saying that for quite some time, and
It's already happening.
What's happening? What is happening?
Quit. He started the whole thing. He fucking quit.
Okay, when you say started the whole thing,
dare me to hang up.
Oh, Kevin, you would never.
I'm gonna go watch Uncut Gems.
What do you need, a nap?
What are you, a black comedian now? You're wiping your head with a towel every 5 minutes?
Yeah,
I'm spitting all over my own face.
Oh my God, that has to be your new bit. Yeah, you carry a washcloth on stage.
Oh yeah,
at your forehead like Steve Harvey.
I'm hamburger.
Hey, man. I think you would need to get a headband. Fantastic. Well, yeah, we made the big announcement today. Then my shit froze, so now it makes the network look bad. Jim, Ant, I mean, what do you guys think about this? Are you guys excited? We've been in the talks now for a few days about it, wondering how we should make the announcement. We knew Kevin had to be on the show.
You guys should have recorded the talks. I would have liked to have seen the talks between you guys.
Oh, they were classic. A lot of the stuff that could not be aired.
Yeah, behind the scenes. That would have been riveting.
Yeah, but there is a lot of things in the planning that will be being released soon.
No, listen. We have to thank the two people that are on here, honestly, Geno and Kevin.
In that order.
Letting us in the studio. That's basically where it all started. And I don't know. We didn't ask for anything. It's all organic. I love it. The show's off the rails.
I have one question.
There's a question, Matt. Question.
How long has Geno been an air traffic controller?
I love this headset. I love it.
Oh, I still got it. I still got it. And this guy gets it.
I never doubted you. Big fan. Let the record show. When Ski Mask asked me to do it, I'm like, I'll do it if Brennan's on it. He's like, I'll make sure Brennan's on it. That was my one request. I'm a simple man.
He said, get me on with Kevin. I said, all right, I'll ask the man himself. He is called the man within the network that we'll talk about later. You know,
and just for shits and giggles,
on Deadliest Catch.
Yeah. just letting you know, big fan of the Ski Mask Collective show. You're kicking ass with it, buddy.
I appreciate that, Geno. I see you keeping up with the show like some of the other guys.
I do. Hey, speaking of Deadliest Catch, I thought that was a show about AIDS, because isn't that the deadliest thing to catch?
Wow, it seems like we're having problems with the app again, everyone.
We're getting this for free. We're getting this for free.
Whenever I do a bit, I'm trying to spit it out because I know someone's gonna interrupt me.
I know. I let it go. I'm a big fan. I'm not the problem.
I'm panicking because I see all these faces. Everybody's trying to interrupt me.
Some people hating on
You need to wipe your head because you pretend you did the punchline. Now wipe
your forehead.
every time he gets a good laugh, he's gotta wipe the head. I love it.
It's fucking great.
So if you don't use that on stage, I mean,
you
have
head's
to.
buffering.
So funny.
Hey, I got the COVID, everybody. Hey, don't relax, everybody. I got a little bit of the COVID. It'll be all right. Keep your distance. Keep your distance.
I went and got my antibody test, and I was sure I had it. Don't get me wrong, I never felt sick. That's not going away.
Hey, Geno, I took the COVID test. I got a 65.
There you go. Now wipe your head. Wipe your head. That was good. You nailed it.
It's Charlie Burnett's joke.
What you do when you heard the laughter?
I died of AIDS. It's Charlie Burnett's joke.
But I went to get the COVID antibody test, and I was sure I'd had it, and I never felt sick. I was sure I was in New York the whole time. I was going outside every day. I was riding the subway. And when they came back, they're like, no, you never had it. I'm like, I was mad. And then I'm like, well, that kind of proves my point that, like, if you have I'm 51 and I never got it, because if you have a healthy immune system, it's all fucking bullshit. They want you to do all this shit when you need to be healthy and outside. That's what I'm saying. That's one of the things that were like, oh, it's a hoax. No, just live your fucking life and be healthy. 99.96. What's that?
How old are you, Kevin?
49, right?
I'm almost 50, yeah.
See, you know.
Oh, I gotta wipe my head on that one. That's so funny. All right,
my point is, you can be 60 and be almost 50. So maybe that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the opposite game.
I like that.
My mom has it right now. She's in the hospital on oxygen. Hell of a time.
Who has it?
75. She's 74. What do you want?
Yeah, the average age of death during this thing is fucking 78 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
The average age of regular death.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you pull the boat closer to the microphone?
Hey, fellas, since you guys are doing a lot of partying on that boat, if one of you guys contracts the COVID, you better go into that hospital with a mic, interface, all the things you need to call into the show and still do the show, as co-host,
Yeah. Oh, no, I hope I die. That's like...
Yeah, if you're on a ventilator, you're going to have to host a show just in case I can't.
Cut me off. Do not resuscitate. Just to prove myself wrong. It would be the
You should leave the boat to Kevin.
Yeah, dude, that would be the ultimate.
The boat to Kevin.
I would pick up Cubans.
I think you go down to Tampa, pick up Chad. He's not doing too well.
Yeah, you got to go down to Tampa, pick up Chad.
I would pick up Cubans.
Oh God, yeah, I gotta make money with my boat. I'm not just gonna recreate on my stupid fucking boat. Hey, are you having a good time? No, I got sunburn and it's boring.
I'm having a great time, Kevin.
Do you guys wave to people on the boat? Like, you know how you ride by in a boat and you have to wave?
Yeah,
to the
you
other
honk
person?
and stuff.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Do you even know? Here's a question I'd like to ask, and I bet we'd all like to. Do you even know how to let yourself have a good time, Kevin? Do you even know how to do that?
Yeah, the fans want to know.
You had a good time with me and Stancil.
Where'd you go?
I made him go to the Village Underground. They made a ruckus in the back.
When was that?
So Mike Yard would get mad because he always makes a ruckus. So I'm like, hey, you guys go get drunk and make a ruckus.
See.
Hey, by the way, Kev, have you been having? Sorry to interrupt you, Ski Mask. Have you been hearing the fireworks in Jersey? You're in Jersey City, right? Are they going nuts with these fucking annoying fireworks over there?
I don't think those are fireworks.
No, we don't have that many Dagos over here.
It's not Dagos. I think it's.
Go ahead.
Tokyo.
You don't have a jungle. You don't have a jungle book.
I think the fireworks are a bigger problem than because it's just a problem.
Hey, who am I now?
Bryan McCarthy.
Wait, we're losing Bryan McKenna. Bryan, are you okay?
I'm all right.
He's trying to find a more poorly lit place to broadcast
Jesus
from.
Christ, you're in a fucking Blair Witch.
Yeah,
project.
Bryan, what's going on over there? Are those the photos behind you of what life was like before COVID? Or
it is. That's what it was like.
He has to go in the other. He has to go in the other room and tell the girl to put the lotion in the basket. He'll be right back.
Keep it warm. Keep that candle lit. I'll be there in a minute.
This guy gets it. It's Jodie Foster.
Yeah. Film.
No, he had to bring Jim Brewer lemonade.
Okay.
What's your job right now, Kevin?
I'm just mad because Brewer keeps canceling on me.
Why?
I don't know. He said he had company. Who says he had company?
Like, was he from the
ACDC? If I told, I heard. I had to talk to you after. I could tell you.
It's like he's from the night. He's like,
whoa, this is too big. You have to say it, Bryan. You know names on this show.
I can't.
He was like, it was a Monday afternoon. He goes, we had company. I go, who is company on the Monday afternoon? Was it the 1930s? Was Bill Schultz there? Because he would love that kind of a soiree. Hey, everybody, look, it's Refrigerator Perry.
I don't know. Is Bill Schultz awake at that time, or is he, what time does he leave
Bill Schultz sleeps through his show once a month. It's insane. How do you do that? How does that happen?
It's better than just missing the show. Artie, missed the show.
We're losing Mead.
Oh, we're losing one of the new co-hosts. He's going in the lake. Don't let him drown because then
no.
Damn, that looks like a lot of fun. Crumb Bomb says last time Kevin had fun was with Sarah Silverman in the chat room.
See what he did there, huh?
Oh, please.
Kitty was out.
Whoa.
You guys missed it.
Hey, don't get me started. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
I'm okay. I'm okay today, but last week I was a mess.
Yeah.
Sarah Silverman's a lying whore. They're all lying whores.
Yeah, I mean,
Go ahead. Let's talk about it.
Hey, we don't like what Crystalia did. But we don't care what Jeff Ross did because he put us on his roast.
And he's got a new hit show.
It's all bullshit.
Amazing.
This is what the mob does now. Louis C.K., you could call what he did creepy, but he didn't rape people, and people are saying he's a rapist.
Illegal. It was not illegal what he did.
I didn't say it was. I said you could call what he did creepy. Yeah, and neither did Crystalia. I don't care if a guy fucking is smart enough to fucking find a hot 16-year-old and say in 2 years she's going to be hot. Let me get in there and fucking lock it down. I'm sorry, you can call that creepy, but it's not fucking pedophilia. And jerking off in front of women when there's no gun or knife involved is creepy, but it's neither rape nor illegal. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And you would know, Gino.
Thank you. Thank you.
This guy gets it.
I just gets it because when I'm with them, I'm telling them I may or may not have a knife, but he didn't even play that game.
Gino, have you tried it with a gun and a knife?
No. It's hard to maintain the erection with one in each pocket.
How is that?
I get this guy now. I finally get this guy.
You always did. You act like you didn't have a blast on that fucking. What was that gig I took you to in the middle of fucking nowhere?
That was fun. We stopped at the Wawa.
Yeah, because you had to get. He's such a hard ass, but he's like, oh, we got to pull over. I got to get pretzels for my kid. I got to get him at a Wawa, and we did. But that was fun. I'm like, all right, we're going to a Wawa.
It was a trade off. We had to listen to Sarah McLachlan the whole way there.
Hey, well, that's heaven. You're well. Let me say this. You're welcome.
I heard Figs killed in the car though.
Yeah, he did Bill Cosby the whole time.
I kept saying to Kevin, just let him do the impersonation. It'll always end with Bill Cosby talking.
What'd you do? Keep the doors locked? It's a little wild.
Fucking Figs is getting mad now. Not mad, but he's getting pissy because Steve is so fucking funny on the show. He does that Rapesh guy. And it's hilarious. And it's like we don't find ourselves calling Figs anymore out of boredom. And he's like, you replaced me. No one replaced you, kid. Relax.
Yeah, we asked him to do the show at the beginning. He was going to do the show. This is probably 6 weeks ago, and now he never responds to the show invites. Is he refuse to do Ski Mask Collective? Geno, what is
Why
the word?
would he refuse to do Ski Mask Collective?
I don't know. I feel like it's a hit program. Anybody would do the show.
It's definitely a step up for him. No disrespect. Yeah. Is he fucking making his bones being the sidekick on fucking the wet spot, which I love, and I'm not even gonna ask Kevin to weigh in on that. But you got to do more than that. You got to show me more.
Are you? Did you say Bones as a pun because he works at a steakhouse?
If I can get credit for it, yeah, I'll pretend that's what I meant. If I can get credit for your joke, I'll take it.
Hey, Kevin.
One guy who gets it is that Mike Figs.
Yeah, we were gonna have him call in.
He's probably pissed because he's gonna lose he's losing his unemployment. He's got no money, right? Is he gonna run out of money?
We have 2 co-hosts.
I don't even know what's going on with people with real problems like the unemployment thing. I don't even know what goes on with that.
They're getting paid a lot. I know a few people on unemployment. They make more money than I do.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend.
Bring my buddy on. He's getting unemployment.
Yeah, ask him because a friend of mine in Philly is like, I'm like, are you back to work yet? And she's like, no, but to be honest, I don't give a fuck. I'm making more staying home.
I know plenty of people the same way. I work a full-time job and they're making more money than I am just sitting around.
Wait, you want to talk to an actual guy who's doing it?
Is he good?
Yeah.
Are we gonna be able to see that girl's tits in the background?
Yeah, is that the guy or?
They want to know
ask him for a friend.
What kind of benefits you get being unemployed?
$2,000.
What's that?
Good God. I got you. All right. So you get in Connecticut, you get $600 just straight off the bat.
A week?
Without taking into account your salary before that.
Right.
And then
what did you make? What did you make as a salary being someone with type 2 diabetes? What was your salary?
Diabetes never came into the equation. So,
okay.
Anyway,
good word.
Anyway.
My man.
Well, good joke. Anyway. Classic.
Wow, this guy really this guy gets it. This guy gets it.
He really does.
Yeah,
one joke and he wants to kill himself.
It would have been twice as funny if his whole face was on the screen, don't you think?
Yeah. So can we hang up on that guy?
Yeah, I mean,
he's a great guy. He's a great guy.
I like that video that
he's known me. That guy's known me since kindergarten.
Well, Kevin doesn't like the guy. They're gonna have to fix that relationship. Hey, Kevin, before we get too far along, a lot of the fans are asking in the chat room, what do you think about Louis C.K.'s new podcast? He's charging $5 for it.
Hey, whose sandal is that?
Yeah.
Whose sandal is that over there?
That's what they're saying.
I didn't know anything about it. About it.
They're saying that Louis launched a podcast. He's charging $5 to hear it. Is that per episode? I don't know what they're saying in here. Maybe they're just trying to start. Louis C.K. has a podcast.
Right, and he's charging what?
$5, I think.
Yeah. He can do whatever he wants. People will pay for that, right?
I mean, I'm sure they would, but I don't know what the issue. Another guy says, ask Kevin who told him to shut up about Jeff Ross. Is there anything going on with that?
I said it on my show yesterday. So
okay. Listen to MLC, motherfuckers, before you listen to this program. All right. Kevin's top bill. You have to listen.
Patreon. It's on my Patreon.
All right. Yeah. Sign up for the Patreon. Trump bucks are going to restart.
That's not yours. Your sandals are right back there.
Hey, co-host, you're making my show look really gay. You're taking the shirts off and you're getting in the water. What's going on?
You did that all on your own, Pinky. You did it all.
Nice comeback.
This is what you wanted.
It's all right. It's all right. We'll be doing live shows from the boat at some point. Not confirmed the dates yet. Now, Kevin, are you going to be part of the eat-off Sunday night? We've figured out the food. It's going to be 2 double cheeseburgers, 20 McNuggets, 2 large fries, 2 McChickens, and 1 apple pie.
That's
Where's
bullshit.
It gonna be?
He can do that in 5 seconds. First of all, that's his alma mater is fucking McDonald's.
Okay, that's what we're doing. Do we need to add more food to that meat?
Yes, absolutely. He'll fucking scarf that down in 5 minutes.
Okay, so how much more food do we need to add? Because I asked Bob, I said, do you think you can handle that?
I would say I would throw another 20-piece chicken nuggets on there.
Okay, so 40 nuggets, 2 double cheeseburgers, 2 McChickens, and an apple pie, and 2 large fries. Right.
I feel like Don King right now with fucking Mike Tyson.
Yeah, well, I think it's the sunglasses.
He can eat anything.
All right. So
put hot sauce on a fucking like live chicken he'll eat.
Yeah. Well, Silk City Hot Sauce is sponsoring the event. It's Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Kevin, you gonna be? Huh?
He had enough food from Taco Bell last night to feed an entire party.
Really? Okay. No wonder he was so happy when we were talking on the phone. I like it.
Yes, his cholesterol is skyrocketing. He's He's in perfect ketosis.
Perfect.
Ketosis. I love it.
So him and Bob are going to be a great match for Sunday night. I don't know. What about you guys?
Bob doesn't know what he's getting into with this thing.
I don't know. Bob I was texting back and forth with Bob earlier. He seems pretty confident that he will win the event easily. He said he's been training secretly. That's why he's not boasting on Twitter about it and releasing videos.
What happened to his hype video?
He said he doesn't need to release one. He's getting ready to come in and take the crown.
I'll tell you
hey, you guys, if this isn't about me, I'm probably going to hang up.
It is about you, Kevin. You're supposed to be one of the judges on the show. Are you going to be joining or?
I'm not going to be a judge.
I mean, okay,
we're going to say stuff.
Yeah, we're going to be watching two guys try to scarf down that much McDonald's, and we have to, make sure that
Are they going to be together?
Yeah, it's going to be on the Zoom call. They're going to be right there. We're going to put them at the top of the screen, and then
are they going to be in the
are going to be at the bottom.
Are they going to be in the same area?
No, but they're going to be. We've set up a thing of rules where they have to keep the food on the screen, so they can't, ditch a nugget or any shit like that. And there'll also be someone.
I'll offer to bring Bob Biggerstaff up to my house to have this like a square offer.
Did you already do that? Did you already make that offer?
I haven't, but I will.
Make that offer, and if he needs gas money, we were sent a little bit by the sponsor, and I can help him out with that or whatever you need to do. That would be fantastic if you guys could be in the same room for the show.
Gas money, whatever he needs. I don't
Uber
care.
money, whatever you guys do up there. Helicopter money. I don't know.
Do they have tokens with the bus?
Fucking walk.
Yeah, tell Bob to walk, like Brian said. It's a big program. Lots will be watching.
Anyway.
Yeah. So Kevin, you're going to be part of that. Geno, who do you think wins in that situation?
Who's it precisely between Stancil and Biggerstaff?
Yes,
correct.
Oh, I think Stancil without a doubt.
Yeah,
He's built for quick burst eating. If you're telling me it's over the course of a day, Biggerstaff will win.
But you're telling me it's fast twitch muscles.
Yeah, thank you. He's like, it's like the NFL athletes. They bred the fattest slave with the hungriest slave, and you got Jim Stancil.
All right, I like it. All right, we'll have to see Sunday night. So it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a big hoot. Maybe my stuff won't. I'll have it reconnected there.
Ooh, all right, fucking battery.
So Geno, what you got? What do you got?
Yeah, what do I got? What I thought I got everything. I fucking got. I got fucking Gum Friday. We're doing that this week. We're doing that tomorrow. Fucking, we take no rest, and I'm not fucking doing anything for the fourth.
Hey, you guys. I realize I'm the only one here with a family. I gotta hang up. I got a family.
All right, Kevin. We appreciate you calling in for the big announcement. We hope you support the show, Ski Mask Collective, moving forward. First news and MLC and everything else comedy related. So we'll talk to you soon.
Enjoy the holiday with your family, Kev. You've earned it, buddy. Let yourself have a good time, buddy.
Yeah,
MAGA.
Right. So everybody listen to his Patreon from today. He just released it. There's rumors out there that he names names. Check that out.
Does he really? Is that a thing? Can they do that?
Yeah. Well, the fans like it when Kevin names the names, and when people don't, they tend to get kind of upset about that. So that's when we had Mark Random on the other night, and we were trying to get him to name names, and that was something. Whoa! Did you harpoon him into the water?
I hope.
I have to run too, man. I gotta go.
Brian, you're out. Hey, I hope we have you back on, man. We can. We'll get more down to the Brian McCarthy situation. We're going to try to reach out. I know he doesn't listen to the show, but we're working with a plan with these two to get him back on our show.
All right.
We'll get you out of that hole, Brian. Don't worry.
Yeah. Hey, any film you can capture of him, please send our way.
I will try my best over the next couple weeks.
All right, Brian. We'll talk to you soon.
Oh, please. It's the biggest mistake of my career is not getting that fucking video.
I know. We talk about it every time. Every time your name comes up, that's the first thing we talk about.
So sad. I'm so mad at myself. Well, thank you guys. I'll see you guys soon.
All right, Brian. Thanks for coming on.
You were the man, Bri.
Later, man.
All right.
Look at this. Geno,
Look at this.
You're a steadfast competitor. I'm glad you stuck it out to the end.
He did. Geno,
I love my boys, and say what you want, but I'll say it again. Love Kevin Brennan. He says all that shit, but he's just a good dude.
I mean,
he has that. He reminds me of my.
Is he?
He is. I'm not being nice. He reminds me of my cousin, my oldest cousin, Big Eugene, because I'm little Eugene, or my brother. They're happy when they're miserable. If they're not miserable, they're not happy. It's a fact. It's a fact. Yeah. He's just got this guy gets it. He hates to admit that he's having a good time. It's so funny to me.
It's hilarious. But the thing is, me and Jim were talking about this. That's exactly who he is off the show as well.
Yes,
I mean, it's it's not an act. You know, Kevin's the only person that I've had on the show or you know, of course the show's based around his show, where I'll message him, tell him what's going on, and I never completely know if he's coming on or not. I just end up sending him the link, and I hope that he is. I plan a whole show around it, and I never really know. I'll send him a paragraph, he'll respond with, okay. That's it. I'm like, what the is it confirmed or no? I'm like, hey, we finally got Geno. Geno finally confirmed. Okay, an hour before the show. What time is it? Oh, what?
He's a simple man. People.
That's it. It's beautiful. It's a really thing that I wish I could do a lot. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Shit.
All right, what do we got, buddy?
Huh?
What happened?
When are you going back to Somers Point?
Me?
How was that show?
Which one? Oh, the one at our boys' place?
No, no, at up in Westchester at fucking Somers.
Oh, the golf thing that went great, dude. That was who? That was Chrissy Mayer, fucking Sean Morton. Fucking he had a fucking. Well, he sweats during his set to begin with, but he had a fucking a rough go of it. And then Dombrowski went up, and then
I heard that. That's good.
And then I closed it out, but they were great. They were a fun little group. And then I did a show this past Thursday night with up in the fucking Poconos with Aaron Berg and his wife, and that was fun. But I'm telling you, it's hard remembering your set. It's like you go to that place in your brain and the jokes you have to fucking dig them out because you haven't done them in so long.
You can always call somebody a whore. If all outs fail.
Well, that was what I remembered. The whore and faggot, I remembered. I had no problem with that.
Oh,
and the rape by your uncle, I had no problem with that. Yeah, so it's stages. You got to do this shit in stages. It's a process, people.
Now, Geno, a few of the fans in the chat room want to know if you're doing Survivor after this appearance tonight.
Yes, I am. I'm going right from here to Survivor. That's fucking awesome.
Just the one guy who refuses to wear the optional loincloth.
Yeah. But Bob, I never watched Survivor in my life, and I think I remember his name was Bob, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Robert. It was Robert. I'm almost certain it was Robert. But I'm not kidding, dude. Like, I haven't been able to get a haircut, and I got this fucking thing so I could do this with it.
Yeah.
Put them in fucking places. But then your dick sweats to motherfucking death. And look at my hair. It's insane.
Whoa, yeah. Put that thing back on.
I love it. I love it.
Put it back on. You look like
put the thing back on. You look like a crazy man. You look like what Jack Nicholson in that movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You know, he's in the insane
when you
asylum.
Got that pretty pig beaver, Your Honor.
Hey,
that's a line from that movie.
I know, it's beautiful. All right, Geno, we appreciate you coming on the show, man.
Buddy.
Now, what is this going to make you reach out to the show? What is your theory here? What is your thoughts on the new co-host of Ski Mask Collective?
It's going to be great. You guys have a lot of the key to any podcast is having fun. That's it. I don't care what anyone says. Like, I see a shit ton of podcasts now. I did one yesterday and I had a blast, but don't get me wrong. I have fun no matter what shit I'm on. Cause I crack myself up, but I can tell you a couple where it's just like, oh, stop it. It's like, no, it'd be cool if someone did this. That's not how you do a podcast.
Exactly.
You just say, this would be fun to do. Like this, there's one, I don't even want to mention, but it's like where they take classic movies and they fucking find one person who hates it. And then they have him tear that movie down.
That sounds boring.
It sounds like, it's like, look, it's what I say on the show. If you don't go within, you go without. You either fucking just create shit and let it find its audience, or you say, this is what people would like, so let me try and do something with it. Have fun working, motherfucker. People like us don't do that. That's why I think you guys are going to be great with this.
And if you dip your toe into the Long Island Sound of
close
iniquity,
enough, sure. See,
Then
this guy
you'll
gets
go,
it. This guy
then
gets it,
you'll
ski
go.
mask.
I know it. It's great. It's
Get
fantastic.
the rest, but something like that.
What we were talking about last night is first and foremost, us three, we're fans of the Compound and all those shows. We're podcast fans first. And so, you know, it makes sense that they come on board. They'd be a great asset to the show. And so we understand, you know, the type of shows we like to listen to. That's what makes it fun. It's going to make it a fucking blast. I can't wait to work with these guys.
Yeah, the first time I listened to your show, I'm like, let me see what this is. They're talking about the guy in a ski mask. And then next thing you know, I'm fucking 40 minutes in. I'm like, this is pretty good. You know, you don't even realize. You're like, this is really fucking good. I used to live with this dude. He's like, I got an album out. And he put it out years ago. His name's Corey Phillips, if you ever want to listen to it on Spotify.
Okay.
And I fucking come back from the house and he's sitting there and I'm like, I'm still listening to your album. Like I put it on when I was leaving to run some errands to be polite. And I came back, I'm like, oh my God, this is a pretty good fucking album, you know? And that's what a podcast is. You're like, I'm still listening to this.
Yeah, I had somebody hop in my inbox and they said, I didn't expect your podcast to be good, but it is. And I went to their profile. I'm like, who the fuck? I don't even know. It was somebody not followed by any of us.
That's great.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this? It was fantastic.
Geno, are you on Don's next show up in Pound Ridge there or what?
No, but he reached out to me and he's like, sorry, we didn't overlook you. We just mentioned it to a couple people and the show became this. He's like, you know, you're always welcome. I just can't make it up that date. But you know me, like, bullshit. Well, you know me, I'm very standoffish. I don't enjoy hanging out with people. So I'm just, you know, making a point. I just remember telling him, no biggie, I just can't make that one. When is it?
I think it's next weekend.
Yeah, it is.
Next week. Next week I'm in Jersey, so I can't. That makes sense.
Yeah. Geno, there might be.
I'm in Niagara Falls with my many girlfriends. I'm sorry, Ski Mask. Back to you.
There's rumors of maybe one in August. I'll be coming up. Would you like
dude, I'd be up for that. Let's do
live
it.
shows. Fuck yeah, man! I'll do a little stand up with the Ski Mask. We'll do a live podcast with these guys. We'll review. We'll get all the guys live on the show. It'll be a lot of fun, man.
Dude, this is what I've been saying about comedy of late, and don't get me wrong, not like I've been saying the whole time. What I'm realizing is, fucking when we get done these shows, and don't get me wrong, they're outdoor shows at what a patio at a fucking golf club, a guy's fucking backyard, and the last one I did fucking someone's fucking house in the Poconos, and they come up, they're like, thank you so much for doing this, but I find myself saying, thank you so much for letting us, like,
exactly.
Yeah, we need to tell jokes, I think, possibly more than people think they need to hear them right now.
I agree 100%.
That's the
Geno, I really do.
new comedy venue.
That's how it's got to evolve, right?
Yes, it's going to get bigger. It's going to continue to grow. Shows like this, shows like In Hot Water, things like that. It's the next future.
Misery Loves Company. Take care of our boy.
Misery Loves Company, of course. I mean, that's number one seed on this program.
I did his show a couple times, and everyone like figured it out. All I do is I try and get the show to go as long as I can, because whenever you're about to get done, you just mention something.
2.5 hours, I think. Was
the last time. Matt, how great was it when we're wrapping up, and I'm like, I go
pissing them off the whole time.
Oh, I go like this. I'm like, we get to an hour 45. I'm like, well, before we wrap up, I just want you to know, I'm a big fan of the show, Kevin. I've been listening, and I actually went back and listened to some old episodes, and I'm starting to think you don't like Lenny Marcus.
There's some meltdown.
And then I just hold on.
In for the ride. You just think that, oh my God, the show's gonna explode. He's got to be out of breath when he does those shows.
Oh, and the angrier he gets, the more hysterical he is.
That's what makes it. I mean, I just know sometimes I clip clips from my show and put them up. It's going to be the one of Kevin having the meltdown earlier. I mean, how can you not fucking clip that and put that on? I mean, how? It's so great.
Oh, it's like hanging out with your crazy uncle. And it's like, I'm sure you did, Stancil, the episode where I'm really trying to figure out, I'm like, so how do you start your day? Do you you have cereal? You got the slippers, you're reading the newspaper? Yeah, what's the big deal? So you go out, you read the newspaper? Yeah, what? And he's just, I'm like, I think that's very refreshing. You're being an asshole. No, I think that's great.
Imagining Kevin calmly picking up a newspaper is still the funniest thing. One of the funniest things ever.
He's got his fucking bathrobe on. He's in his
glasses.
white beater.
He's got the glasses.
His headline sucks.
I think it's so funny how he always he still tweets like an old guy does. You know, he's looking back at the phone. He's using a finger. You know,
one letter at a time.
Who Mike Bichetti used to do Instagram lives and stuff. Before Instagram lives, he used to do, what was it called? You know what I'm talking about. It was on Twitter.
Periscope.
Periscope. Thank you. And he would be reading the things. I'm going to use but this is how he would do it. Because he's like, all right. And this is how he would be looking at him like this. Because he'd be like, hey, Mike, when are you going to do it? And he's like, yeah. And the whole thing is like that. And you're just laughing because it's just his forehead.
I would love to get Mike Boschetti on the show.
How can you not get Mike Boschetti on the show? What
I've
tried, I can't imagine him having anything else to do.
I haven't been able to get a hold of him. He's been really quiet on the Twitter and everything else. I don't know how to.
That's not him. That's not him on Twitter.
I know that's not him. I know that's not him. So
what do you mean?
Randomly fit. You have to figure out which payphone he's near. And
I know. That. I mean, how do you? I mean, I don't know how to get a hold of him. If you guys can figure that out, that'd be great. To figure out.
I have no idea. Stacy Pressman might be able to.
Oh yes, Stacy. She actually wants to do the show. I'm all right. I'll reach out to her.
Hold on, Stacy Pressman was looking for you. What was that earlier today, Geno?
No, last night she was. She's at she's doing an Airbnb in my old neighborhood, and she was at my favorite bar, the one I always mention on the show. That's on Sullivan's. It's called Angry Wade's, Smith and Butler. If you're ever in Brooklyn, best bar in Brooklyn, hands down.
She was at Dwayne Reed looking for Depends.
In case Daddy sleeps over, you got to have a fucking supply.
Hey, you got to have a big bag of Depends ready.
Yeah, I'm at the age where protection for me is a diaper. It's not a condom.
All right, boys. My phone's about to die, and I don't want this to go.
That's okay. We're going to wrap this up, man. I'm happy we made the big announcement. You guys will be working. I think we should get Kevin Dombrowski on that episode. I've been wanting to have him on for a while.
You need to have him on. He's fucking hysterical. Yeah.
All right. If you guys want to reach out, maybe we can have him on next week for that episode that you're going to host yourself when I'm out of town. That'd be a lot of fun, man.
I'll have to get in touch with you boys.
All right. Thank you, Geno. Geno, thanks a lot for doing the show. I'll see you in person in August, hopefully. Wait. And we'll have you back on here soon, man. I appreciate it.
Geno, we
and
love
congrats
you.
again. Love you more. Congrats again, boys.
Subscribe to Combat Media if you haven't already. It's worth it in hot water. It's not the other shows, but we love you, Geno. Thank you.
Love you guys more. Bye-bye.